Welcome to the Casa Su Casa podcast, hosted by Lisa Saenz, powered by Verly. This is where we interview top business professionals, industry leaders, operational managers, and thought leaders from around the nation, diving into hot current topics to help you experience Mi Casa Su Casa.
Well, hi, Betsy. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Now, and how do you say your last name? I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce it.
It's Eckhardt.
It is Eckhardt. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's like a DT or something in
Yeah,
there. It was
yeah.
throwing me off. So I'm like, I think it's Eckhardt. So, but
It's a hard German name.
right?
Yep.
Well, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Great. So you are the director for Parks and Rec in the city of Columbus, correct?
Yes. Yep. I'm the Parks and Rec coordinator, and it's for the city of Columbus, and it really involves all of our parks here that we have to offer between sports parks and play parks.
Yes. And so you do a lot of activities and events. And I was actually pretty impressed to see all of the just different variety of things that you guys have as a city we have going on here in Columbus.
Yeah.
For the size that we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're a fairly new department, and so we are just getting our feet wet, but thank goodness we have a lot of great people in Columbus that want to help with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we have all kinds of programs, anywhere from youth programs in sports to youth programs in fun activities.
And like adult stuff, right?
Yes.
Because
Yep.
I was looking on there, and you guys recently had like an adult, like it was like a scavenger hunt or
Yes, we did a road rally.
road rally. Yes.
Yes. And oh my goodness, it was a cold, wintry day.
Uh-huh.
And everybody had so much fun.
Oh,
And
good.
yeah, we went to a whole bunch of to Columbus and a whole bunch of surrounding towns, and they got hints and they had to take pictures and send them in. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I think, well, and that's good. Did you guys have a good turnout for that?
Yeah, we had about
good.
7 teams that played.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good because, you spend all this time in crafting these, activities and these events. And then, you hope let's get people involved and let's get the community active. So you're doing something right.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yep. One of the things I always tell people when they're starting new programs or anything new is you have to promote yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Oh, yeah.
have to be willing to be loud and consistent and out there all the time, because
People
otherwise
forget.
people miss it.
Yeah, I think we have, we hear it all the time. We have so much going on
Mhm.
that we forget it.
Yep.
Or, oh, that was this weekend. And I think we're also used to having so many reminders.
Yep.
Like just because it's on my calendar, but I didn't get reminded 15 times before that. Maybe it's real.
Right.
It doesn't really count type of
Right.
thing. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So you just got to be willing to, go to all lengths to
Good.
get your information out.
And where are you promoting? Where I see it is like honestly on your Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, we do a lot of promotion through Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also on Twitter. And then I go on the radio.
So I'm assuming you're doing radio
Yep.
ads.
And the newspaper. And then I also, through the chamber, they do those daily sheets that go out to all of the restaurants and everywhere. So I bought advertising on that as well, and am putting all of our programs out, and
Yeah.
that goes to every restaurant every day.
Good,
So
good.
yeah.
Well, like I said, I mean, having a turnout like that, especially in the cold, wintry,
Oh yeah. Yes.
climate that it was that day.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was, like I said, I was very impressed that, that you had a long, different, variety of things to offer. And you kind of had like I forget what it's called, but like, it's not geocaching, but like the virtual game that you go and you're looking for.
Oh, the Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Yes.
I should have known that. My kids are obsessed with
Yes.
Pokemon cards, but yeah,
Yep.
I saw that you guys, there was an event, something like that.
Yes. So actually, through the Pokemon Go app, they have community days once a month,
Mm-hmm.
and they trigger your parks in your community. And then when you're in those parks in the community, you get extra points, you get extra fighting power, I guess is how it is. You get extra lives and all sorts of these extra things in the app. And I'm sorry, I don't know a ton about the game.
Oh, I don't either. So
Right.
for those of the listeners that do, I'm sure they'll.
Yep. And
They'll
so I
enjoy that.
always try to promote the day of the month that it is going to be. That way the people that are really into it know, okay, I can go to Pawnee Park this day, and this is where I can play with my friends, and we are going to get basically double everything that we would get on a normal day. So
And is that still, I mean, do you know, is it still pretty popular? Because I remember there was like a huge, buzz when it first came out. Everybody was like, people were falling off cliffs and stuff like that, being so into this game.
yeah,
So when I saw that, I was wondering, is it still pretty,
I think
you
it
get a good
still has
involvement
a
too?
yeah,
Good.
I think it still has a fairly good following, mostly from the people that are invested in
Uh,
Pokemon,
mm-hmm.
So I know specifically my son is 14 years old and he has a group of friends and they still like to do it. They've been doing it for years. They still like to do it. So,
Well, I was thinking, and I was wondering if it was just like a kid thing or an adult thing. Because yeah, I have two kids too.
mhm,
Well, I have three kids, but my two younger ones are really into Pokemon. So I
right.
didn't know if that was something that they could
I have seen adults playing it a lot
too.
too. Yes,
Oh.
my husband has been known to go Pokemon as well.
And how do you come up with all of these? Because I guess I'm not a very creative person. So when I saw like all of the different activities that were, going on, I thought, I have just a huge respect for anyone that has, that creativity to put all this stuff together.
Well, and the great thing about working in recreation is that we are such a tight community.
Hmm.
And so that involves like myself, the recreation directors from Grand Island, Norfolk,
Oh, okay.
Kearney, and we are actually a part of a group called Nebraska Recreation and Parks Association.
Oh, okay.
And so we share a lot of information.
Well, that's nice.
Yes,
Yeah. So it's kind of like
yes.
everybody helping everybody.
Yep. And a lot of times it's not worth
Configuring the
redoing it.
yeah,
Yes.
like
And
redesigning the wheel or yeah,
yes. And so if somebody had a great idea and their community is comparable to our community,
it should work.
it should work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And so that's a lot of what we do is we share ideas,
Mhm.
we see what's working. Currently all of us are struggling with lifeguards, and so we have big meetings about, how do we get beyond this because we don't want to have to close pools.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
So, but yeah, as far as like some of it is just stuff that I have actually come up with on my own, but a lot of it is just shared information that I've
Mhm.
gotten through years of working in recreation.
Oh, well,
Yep.
good. Yeah,
Yep.
because like I said, I was just like kind of like impressed. I was very impressed actually. I think one of the things that I really was kind of interested in might be able to fit it into my schedule this summer is the yoga
Oh
in the
yeah.
Pawnee Park and
Yes.
things like that. And then of course there's all like the spring activities are coming up. You
Mhm.
were just saying that normally this time of year you're out getting fields ready.
Yes,
And we
we
have
actually
baseball starting this weekend.
yes, high school baseball started last week and then our club baseball start this weekend. And so
Mhm.
it's a lot of now being outside, being on the fields, getting stuff ready. And
Yes.
if you're in recreation, it's a nice reprieve from being in the office.
Office, I bet. You
Yep.
can get out, kind of a
Yep.
good combination of, in and out of the office, both worlds.
Oh yeah. Yes. You get a lot of running around. It makes your days a lot shorter,
Mhm.
but yeah, so we're working fields, it's cold, it's rainy, we still
That's baseball
have to prep.
season. Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's like the first 2 months, it's baseball season, but you're out there in, full like, coat and, stocking cap,
Oh yeah.
gloves and
Oh
those
yeah.
mom pods or whatever, or you're
Yep.
watching it from the car. So,
Yep. Yep. And the kids are just absolutely thrilled to be outside doing it too.
yeah.
So yeah.
We're thrilled as
Mhm.
parents to have the kids outside doing it. That's for
Yes.
sure. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's thinking that.
Yep.
No. So you said you have a couple of kids, right?
Hmm.
You're a mom,
Yep.
wife,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Good. And you're originally from Columbus?
I am. I am originally from Columbus. I'm a Lakeview graduate.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So,
Did you always want to stay in Columbus, or were you like a lot of us with adolescent dreams of I'm going to get out of here, I'm going to go bigger and better?
oh
And
yeah. Oh
yes.
yeah. I think I did definitely have those dreams, but I really settled in, I want to say in my early to mid 20s, working with the YMCA.
Mhm.
And I absolutely fell in love with recreation there.
Mhm.
And just the way that we served the community,
Yeah.
you could see people's lives transform, not only from the physical activity that they were doing, but even the community part of it. A,
Yeah.
a lot of the elderly people would come to places like the Y. especially after they maybe lost a spouse
To get
or
that involvement,
yes.
that community involvement, that engagement. Uh-huh.
Yes. Yep. And they had a foundation of a community that
Mhm.
was behind them and encouraging. And we had so many groups of people that would come and do exercise classes together, but then also go afterwards and have lunch and coffee. And that was impressive. And
Yeah.
then even kids, there's kids that I remember when they were in kindergarten who are now graduating high school.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
I know.
amazing to watch them grow and see how they have developed.
Mhm.
And just the foundational responsibilities and respect that they have grown through being in activities that like recreation and sports and exercise can give you.
Yeah, well, I
Hmm.
guess I mean it also, I mean, honestly just helps to, better improve our environment, our
Hmm.
society, our community,
Hmm.
that community that our kids are in.
Yep.
So I think, you're doing a great job and a big part of adding to that
Yep.
because there are a lot of things to do here.
Yes.
Even for
Hmm.
the, smaller town of Columbus, but we're growing, we're expanding.
Growing quickly,
Yes,
which is nice.
and people want things to do, you
Yes, they
know.
absolutely do. Yeah, and like this summer, we're hoping to have programs that hit everybody.
Mhm.
So we want programs that hit mom and dad
Uh-huh.
so that they can do something for themselves that they absolutely love and want to do, but then also have programs that help support their kids too.
Mhm.
And we're doing a park program um, ev- almost every day this summer.
And what is that? The park program?
The park program is different types of camps that are going to be in our different parks each week.
I think I saw that because I'm
Yep.
already, as a mom,
Yep.
thinking of, okay, what am I going to do with my kids? I got to get them out of the house.
Yep.
And it was I thought very, economical. I think it was
Hmm.
like $10 a day.
Yep. $10 a day. The great thing about it is T for C is a group here in town. They do a morning program from 10 a.m. till noon. That is 100% free to anybody that wants to go. And then my program is from 1 to 5.
Hmm.
So you basically have a park program that your kid can go to all day long.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, yes, and it's very, very well priced. The great thing about it is too is that you're not just focusing on the kids that like to do sports, and you're not just
I
focusing
saw
on the
that.
kids that
I
yeah,
saw that there's like a theater camp
yep.
and
We have Camp Cabana. It's our
yes,
first
I'm trying to
one.
think of another one.
Yep,
Yes.
and that's going to be full access to the water park.
Hmm.
Normally, you have to buy wristbands and stuff to use the flow rider. Our camp kids will not have to do that. And they'll be supervised.
Hmm.
Mom and dad don't have to worry about taking off work and going to get their kids
And
there.
it's giving the kids something to do other than just, so for some of us are like working parents,
Hmm.
sitting at home, vegging out in front of the TV, or playing all the
Exactly.
video games,
Yep.
which is fine, but
Hmm.
not every day
Yep.
throughout the whole summer vacation. So,
Yep. The one that I am probably the most, I actually have two. The two that I am most excited about is Olympics week
hmm
because we are going to do a fun little park twist on Olympics.
hmm
And then the next one is going to be our CSI week. And we actually partnered with the Columbus Police Department,
I was gonna say CSI, like the show,
like
like
the show.
criminal.
Yep. And they are going to help the kids learn how to solve for mysteries or crimes. And then at the end of the week, we're going to
That's
have one that they have to figure out, and
uh-huh.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
awesome. And what's the Olympic week, or how's that a twist? You said there was a twist.
Yes. So, like, normally in the Olympics, you're doing things like swimming, gymnastics. We're going to be doing things like cornhole tournament
Mm.
and water balloon throws.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so
Oh, that'll be fun.
yeah, so
And
it's Olympic esque,
no, for
but
sure. And do these go all summer long?
yes, they are all summer long. We start right after Memorial Day, the first day after Memorial Day, and then we go up to through that first week of August. So, right from when school gets out to right when school is
Yeah.
starting. So,
So
yep.
always something for the kids to get into, if
Yes.
they're, like there comes a week that the parents, maybe,
Hmm.
you got to get out of the house or parents aren't around or
Yep.
during the day. So
Yep.
parents listen up. There's, economical babysitting out there that'll keep your kids engaged and having fun.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yep.
yes.
one of the other things this summer that we're really kicking off that we absolutely love is we partnered with the Downtown Business Association, who does the lawn chairs on the square.
Uh-huh.
And we are going to be holding a community farmers market that night.
I saw that. I
Mhm.
saw that. And that's going to be on what nights?
Thursday
Thursdays?
nights.
Okay, I
And
thought
that
so.
starts in June. And we already have a lot of vendors that are really excited about it. And one of the great things about it is that you get to go with your family. You can go and see all of the great goodies and farm fresh foods that our community is putting out there.
Is producing, yeah.
Yeah, and then you also get a concert or your kids have some sort of entertainment. I know that first weekend I have a couple of people that do like balloon animals and face
Oh.
painting, and
Mhm.
that first night is going to be family night.
Oh,
So,
that'll be fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
especially I got a nice big like, start off to that
Mhm.
whole Thursday nights because it's every Thursday, right?
Every
Yeah,
Thursday. Yep.
because I'll be driving down and I'll see like Frankfurt Square or
Mhm.
chairs on the lawn or something. I remember
Yep.
seeing something like that.
Yep, and it'll all be during that time. So we really partnered and really want to get people in our downtown to see.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just such a huge benefit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's so much great stuff downtown.
And it's being revitalized,
Mhm.
with the children's museum that's coming up, and
Yes.
and all the other new construction, well, not new construction, but I guess revamping of some of the older buildings there. So
Yes, yes.
mhm.
It's a great opportunity to just watch it all evolve.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you're a mom. How
Mhm.
do you think Columbus is doing? In terms of all these things like for our families to do. Like, do you think there's something that clubs and rec or other organizations here need help from us, from the rest of the community? Or how do you think Columbus is, I guess, doing as a whole?
Well, I think Columbus is doing really good. We did a study a few years ago, and this was when I was still with the YMCA, and parents and families really want to do things together,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe towards their own interests.
Uh-huh.
So everybody wants to be in a park together, or everybody wants to be at the YMCA together, but mom and dad want to do their classes, or mom and dad want to do their rec activities, but they also want to know that their kids are actively engaged
Mm-hmm.
during those times. And I think that the community has been doing a really good job of making sure that those two things are going hand in hand. That the kids are entertained while the parents have something fun to do. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, even as parents, I feel like everything is so gauged towards our children. And then we always put ourselves on the back burner because
Right.
that's just naturally what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything that we love, whether that's softball, volleyball, working out, it always comes second,
Yeah,
you
if we
know.
have time,
Mhm.
we'll try to do it. No,
Yes.
I think that's a really good
Yeah.
idea, a really good way, like
Mhm.
you said, for us to do it together, but not leaving anybody out.
Mhm. So yeah, so even like the yoga and the boot camps that I'm doing this summer,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely encourage people to do them together.
Okay.
It's not going to be too tough that your 12-year-old daughter or your 10-year-old son couldn't do it with you,
Mm-hmm.
and especially yoga. It's one of those things that centers you. It
Yes.
gives you a way to a healthy way to deal with stress and anxiety. And
Yes.
kids need that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And learning that with mom and dad, how great.
Right, right. Well, I'm trying to think, I'm like, how would that go with my kids? I have all boys, like,
Yeah.
Mom, I can't do this. Okay, shh, be
Yeah.
quiet.
And the good thing is that we have instructors that are used to having a family environment.
Yes, so different
So,
levels and
mhm,
different
mhm.
ability types and things like that.
Yes, 100%. Especially the boot camp. Robin taught our boot camp last year, and she's doing it again this year. And she has I want to say 13 or 14-year-old son. And ever since he was little, I can remember she would take him to half marathons with her, to do fun runs. And he always participated because he always just wanted to be with
Just
mom and
do it.
dad. And so
Oh.
she's a huge advocate for bring your kids with you.
Oh, well, good,
Hmm.
good. So
Yep.
that means, so again, parents, if you're listening, bring your kids with you.
Yeah.
You're not going to be that parent that, oh my gosh, she brought her kid. No,
Right.
they're
Right.
very much welcomed.
Very much welcome. Yes, on anything. And even our softball leagues, that is 100% for the parents, but we're doing it at a park. So your
Mhm.
kids have things that they can do and they will absolutely be entertained, and not every field will be used, so
Mhm.
there's opportunities for them to even do pickup games if they wanted to. So,
Well, good.
yeah.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I was just again very impressed with all of the list of activities and all of the stuff that there is out there to do. And the good thing with Columbus, I mean, I know we're growing, but we're still a small town. I mean, it's
Mhm.
easy to get to.
Yes,
It's
it
all of
is.
these things are easy to get to.
It is all easy. It is all definitely geared towards our demographic,
Mhm.
and it is and it has the small town feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is
Absolutely.
good. Everybody kind of knows,
Right?
everything that everybody's going to be doing this summer. So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
So touching back, you said something about, lifeguards.
Yes.
What, I guess, why do you think we have such a shortage? I mean, I used to be a lifeguard in high school,
Hmm.
and that was like the job like everybody wanted to do because you get
Right.
to, get a tan. You usually get paid a little more than all the other,
Hmm.
jobs that you would get at that age.
Right.
What's going on right now with is it just overall a shortage like everyone else is experiencing?
I think that's a lot to do with it. It's an overall shortage, but then there's just so much
Going on.
so much for kids to do. And lifeguarding is a big responsibility,
Hmm.
so you learn how to save somebody's life. You learn how to spot somebody that might be in a life or death
Situation.
situation.
Hmm.
And that can be scary for a 15, 16-year-old to have to deal with.
Well, and just to get your certification,
Mhm.
I still remember that was a tough swim test that you
Oh, yeah.
have to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and which, I mean, it needs to be, but
Yes. Yep. I mean, and that's the thing. Kids now, I don't. Kids now don't necessarily have the opportunity like we did. I rode my bike to the pool every day.
uh-huh.
There was not a day I didn't live at the pool. I was a strong swimmer.
Mhm.
Now we have water parks and stuff like that, and it's not as normal for kids to ride 2 miles across town to go and play at the pool.
Yes.
And so some of the kids aren't as strong as swimmers as they need to be a lifeguard.
Mhm.
Which, don't let that stop you, because we can train you up.
Right.
We can
Mhm.
train you and get you to where you need to be a strong swimmer.
Right.
And so don't ever let that be something that scares you away from it. But yeah, it's a big responsibility, and if you put that up against all of the sports that they are doing,
Mhm.
all of the summer activities that they have going on, it's hard to do both.
It is. It
Hmm.
is. So I remember, so when I was, luckily I never had to save anybody's life.
Yeah.
But I did once have to save my mom's. We
Hmm.
went to San Antonio. We were like at a Sea World or something, and we were in the pool, and my mom, doesn't know how to swim.
Right.
But the tide pool, it was not running.
Hmm.
They'll do turn the tide on, and they'll kind of stop it for a bit.
Right.
And so we were in shallow water, and I went a little deeper, and she continued to follow me. I didn't know. And then again, we were in this huge pool with like thousands of people in it.
Right.
Yeah, and it started, and so she didn't know how to. So I was going to her. I was the lifeguard at the time. I
Yep.
was going to her to help her, but we were right underneath the lifeguard stand. And I
Yes.
was just thinking, please don't see me. Please don't see her. I got her. Please. And no, that lifeguard blew the whistle. And I kid you not, 10,000 heads just turned and just stared at us.
Yep.
And he jumped in, but by that time I already had her, and I was so embarrassed.
Yep.
But I remember being scared too.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but like you said, I mean, you'll train them.
Yes.
They'll become a stronger swimmer, and
Yes.
they get to hang out by the pool all
They
day. So
do.
I
That's one
hope
of the great things about being a lifeguard is you get the tan,
you get
you
a
get
great tan.
you do, and you get
That's
to
not incentive enough.
right. But you get to just be outside,
Hmm.
just even being in the sun, that does so much for your mental health. It's just so great. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And so there's quite a few lifeguards on duty. How
Hmm.
many lifeguards does the, like, say for instance, the plunge need to
Um, well, in the summertime, we need close to 100 to accommodate um, kids' different schedules that they have going on
100
with.
lifeguards?
Yes.
Oh my
Hmm.
gosh.
Not at one time,
No,
but
right, but
but
that's
overall
a
to
lot.
hire. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Because you will have quite a few just because of the different areas that we have at the plunge on duty at once, because
Yeah.
you want to make sure that there are eyes covering every piece.
And how many are on duty
I
at one time?
believe it is around, I could be wrong, but I believe it's around 15.
I was about to say, I saw quite a few out there.
Yep. And then you always need a couple supervisors and people that can handle the big issues at the pool too. And so there's those positions as well, the supervisor positions and swim lessons. We really want to ramp up swim lessons this year.
Yes. Yes.
So anybody that wants to teach swim lessons, we will take you.
Yeah. Kind of need to know how to swim a little bit, but you'll be in the shallow end. So,
and again, we don't expect anybody to come in knowing how to do it. We will definitely train you up.
I see.
Yep.
Oh, good. Good. And then I guess, so and the reason I'm asking all these questions about lifeguarding is so I have my oldest son that is just almost that age. Not quite. He turns 15, but not till midsummer. But they have to be at least 15, right?
At least 15, yes.
At the beginning of the season, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Yes. So hopefully next year, maybe I can throw them your way.
Yes.
So we can keep these pools open and swim lessons going and things like that.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And I mean, we even take 15-year-olds for the aquatic center. So, because we do swim lessons and everything there too. So
yes, I've been lucky enough to send my kiddos over there to swim lessons. So.
Yeah.
But honestly, I didn't even know that there was an aquatic center here. We moved here from out of state about 3 years ago, and so when we saw it, I mean, I think that again, just another great perk that was unexpected in a town like Columbus.
Right.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a great opportunity for people to go and swim. So, and we are lucky. Not every community, especially communities our size, have the amount of pool space that we have. We have the YMCA. We have a couple of our physical therapies that have therapy pools. Not every physical therapy has that either. We have the outdoor pool and we have the aquatic center, and that's pretty big for the amount of people that we have in our community.
That's great.
Yep.
Yeah. And I just hope that we can keep them open.
Yes.
And keep them going so that, because everybody wants to go hang out at the pool, but we got to, make that possible too. So,
yep.
Good. Yep. Well, I mean, anything else that you want to tell us? Anything that maybe we need to know here as, responsible citizens to, again, because we want all this stuff to do, but we also have to do our own part to promote it and to keep it going. And
yes, I mean, we just have tons of fun free events that are happening in the parks. Free.
That's awesome.
Free events that are happening in the parks this summer. Like I said, Thursday night, there's going to be the farmers market. There will be a couple Fridays each month where we will be doing movies down at Frankfurt Square.
Okay.
And then every Saturday, I believe through June and that first weekend in August, we have a band coming.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. So that will be
live music.
Yep. Live music downtown. Come and promote those things. Come and enjoy them, because
come down, get a picture, a video, post that, look what I'm doing, get people even more alerted to that.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. And there are places, especially like the Visitors Bureau, on their website, they have opportunities for you to be a content creator. And so, it's an opportunity called Sherpa, and you'll see it on their homepage, but you can be a content creator. You can make your own adventures in town, and it's really, really great, because then people who are moving to Columbus or people that are visiting Columbus are like, okay, this is where we want to go eat. This is the activity we want to do. This is a park we want to go and hang out in. Yeah. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't know about that. So that'll be.
Yes. Yep. And I know she's in a redesign, but I'm not for sure if it has launched or when it will launch. So it should be coming out pretty soon.
Okay. And you can just go to the Visitors Bureau.
Yep.
If you are actually kind of interested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like so I guess, in closing, it'd become like, people of Columbus, go out to one of these events.
Yep.
Enjoy it first and foremost. And, take a picture of yourself, a video. We're always posting what we're doing. You know, it's very important. Everybody must know what we're doing at all times.
Exactly.
And get that further out there to get more people to come out so we can continue to have stuff like this.
Yep. And the more people think that Columbus might have fun stuff, the more people will come to Columbus, and it benefits us all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, Betsy, any kind of other maybe hidden gem that you enjoy about Columbus that there is here that maybe a lot of people don't know about?
So a lot of people are unaware of their community parks that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Each little hub in Columbus of the different communities have a community park.
How many are there? They're like 7?
There's like 10 to 15.
Oh, 10 to
Yeah.
15. Okay.
Yep. And so you want to become familiar with that. Those are great places to have family reunions. Those are great places to take your kids. Your community park, if you use it, it helps to promote outdoor activity as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so the little hidden gems are really just your community parks.
Community parks. Yeah. Because
Yep.
I think I did this survey that the city sent out,
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
and I was surprised at how many
Oh,
parks
yeah.
there were.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So that's
And
good that Columbus as a city has
Mhm.
invested in parks for us.
yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
space is very, I mean, even though we're out here in the heart of, agricultural,
Mhm.
land, space is limited.
It is
So it's
limited.
great that they have invested that much space into parks for us.
Yes, it is. And it's great space, and it's something that your kids can ride their bike to.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't
Absolutely.
a section of town that your kid can't ride a bike to a park. So,
That's awesome.
yeah. So it's just those are the little hidden gems. Drive around, find them. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Betsy, so much for coming. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
giving us all of this information, and
Mhm.
again, just to make us aware that this stuff is here. It's here for us, but we also have to kind of do our part to keep it
Mhm.
going.
Yep,
So, and I don't think it
absolutely.
sounds too hard to go out and enjoy it and just take a picture of
Right, right,
it.
right. Yep,
Homework is light.
exactly. Homework is light and it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Betsy, like I said. And for any more information, like you said, just go to the Parks and Recs website
Yep,
for, job opportunities, activities, events,
yep.
all that fun stuff.
Yep, and we're all over social media. If you
Mhm.
just search Columbus, Nebraska Parks and Rec, you will find us anywhere.
Awesome. We'll do that. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.